Why I tell you what a day. This is gonna be my fourth video I'm making today. I'm telling you, the 23rd is crazy. April 23rd is a crazy day. A lot of stuff. So we have Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which is a game I have been following for a while. I've had high expectations for this game because I feel like these developers are talented and they know what they're doing. And then I get up today and I see um that it has a Metacritic must play symbol right here. So I'm like, okay, so this means that it hit 90 plus. This is amazing. Not only that, Microsoft grabbed it for Game Pass. They signed a deal for it a while ago. They've seen the talent. And it's just nice seeing the quality on Game Pass, man. But there's some of these games I want to support because they deserve the support. But hey, man, I have to say, what a turnaround from Microsoft for the first half of this year, leading from the end of last year too, coming with Stalker, and COD, Indiana Jones, then leading into this year with all these games coming out. They're on a spree and embarrassing Sony right now when it comes to gaming content and being more pro consumer. So, yeah. But yeah, here we have it. 92 meta. This is insane. Like I'm gonna tell you, what I wanted these guys to hit was the 80 to 85, and I would have been happy for them. But when I was looking at the game, I was looking at an 84 to 88. That was like in my head, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay. If they can get that 84 to 88 range, oh man, what a huge hit for these guys. They ended up hitting 90 plus meta. This is crazy. We're gonna look at some footage from IGN. It's not gonna be a 7 out of 10, obviously. And before we do that, we're gonna read some of these reviews right here. Just a couple of them, not a lot. We got a 92 meta here. Oh man, what a year for gaming and for turn-based gamers too. I'm a huge turn-based gamer lover. Grew up playing Final Fantasy and Pokemon and all those other great games, Legend of Dragoon, PlayStation 1 as well. Just that golden era in the 90s of turn-based games, JRPGs were so good. And I've never stopped playing turn-based games. They're one of my favorite genres. And seeing where it's at now, seeing a game like this come out just makes me happy. So let's see. IGN Spain. We're just going to read some highlights here. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is a game destined to mark an entire generation of players. Damn. As well as revolutionize turn-based combat as we know it, an RPG to remember. I mean, when I see that turn-based Revolution 100, that's why I had to do that, by the way. And the reason why I brought up Legend of Dragoon, even games like Chrono Trigger or other games, it's like there was like this amazing system. Mario RPG has it too. Before you hit an enemy, if you hit the X button, you could do more damage. Or before an enemy hits you, if you hit the defense button, you can reduce the damage. The fact that they have that in this game, but even taken to another degree, along with like the timing too. Ah, it just looks so good. The art, the art design, direction, everything. I love it. The music, uh, and just seeing it not be from a Japanese studio and seeing a turn-based game be this good, it's great to me. Okay, RPG Site 10. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 may not be a perfect game, but it was the perfect game for me. It's a game that left me awestruck with its unique setting and melodies, enthralled with its characters and world, hooked and helped me with its gameplay, and has left me eagerly anticipating news of when I can return. This game is a celebration of the RPG genre made by a team whose heart and soul were poured into every aspect of the game, which is what I like to see. While some design decisions may not resonate with all players, Sandfall Interactive should be incredibly proud of their creation. hmm And then just going down here, I mean, hold on. Oh, you know what? Let's do. Let's see how many it actually has. See how many tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Almost 17 10 out of 10s. This is amazing. We're about to take a look at some gameplay from IGN. I just kind of wanted to highlight this a little bit, just read just a few reviews. But man, look at this. This is great. We got a Game of the Year contender here, and it's a new IP, and it's from something you didn't expect. See, I love seeing stuff like that. It makes the year interesting. Stuff that you don't think will be Game of the Year contender ends up getting it, and it's from a genre that I really care about. Yeah, great stuff though, man. I mean, I'm loving Game Pass this year. It's so damn good. I mean, I could just click, like I said, go to my little search right here, go right on it. and play everything on max settings. This is why I love having Game Pass on PC. And I just grabbed my where's my controller? Here goes one of my Xbox controllers. Grab this right here, and we're good to go. This is a limited edition controller that I have. Love it. It's great. And for those of you that are playing it on PlayStation or whatever, I'm pretty sure this will come to Switch too. You got a great game on your hands. Yeah. So here goes the trailer over here. I got us fast forward a little bit because this is going to get to the gameplay, so we could just take a look at some things right here.
Yeah.
Because of that relatively shorter length, the sharpness of Clair Obscur's combat system never dulls. The Persona vibes from its slick battle menu and stylish flourishes are unmistakable, but more prominent is its active element. Real-time button inputs boost potency in special attacks and let you dodge and parry enemy attacks, which works wonders for making...
That's what I mean. Not just I attack and that's it, they attack and that's it, but I can attack and time a perfect command. They can attack me and I can defend myself with a perfect command. And you can deepen that system where creatures start getting crazy and it's not as easy to do that. Like, it just adds so much depth to turn-based, and I freaking love it.
Making fights engaging.
How great this game looks.
Against tougher enemies, you don't really stand a chance unless you're paying close attention to visual and audio cues for dodges and parries and establishing a rhythm.
And a parry system back where you time that and you parry. So not only attacking and defending, but attacking, perfect, attacking, defending, perfect, defending, and then parrying right after that, and then paying attention to that window. Like, it's just so great.
The initial trial and error of learning attack patterns will be frustrating at times, but when I'm locked in like it's Sekiro, there's an intensity here I don't think I've ever felt in a turn-based RPG. And there's nothing quite like the rewarding slow-motion camera cut and emphatic counterattack of a precisely timed parry. Every party member has their own specific mechanics that typically revolve around building up their unique resource in battle and managing action points, or AP, to execute the more heavy-hitting attacks.
Looks
Their
great.
skill trees are concise, so Clair Obscur is still approachable in that you're only given a handful of tools and then are asked to have a strong grasp of how they work, with the emphasis on meeting certain conditions and inflicting specific knock-on effects to make the most of when you're lining up attacks. It reminds me of mechanics that you'd see in a CRPG, but fine-tuned for a classic-style Japanese RPG. The way their skill sets can synergize and play off of each other also shows an understanding of what makes a turn-based system sing. You may establish a routine opener, but as a fight goes on, it becomes more about adapting to all the variables thrown at you and earning the satisfaction of pulling off your most powerful attacks. Then there's another layer called Pictos.
This combat looks so satisfying. The music, the art, the enemy design, the world, everything about this game just looks so good. And I've always thought that since I've been following it the past year, and I've kept my eyes on it. Me and a close friend of mine too, he's like, man, this game looks like it could be really good. And then it turns out to be a 90+ meta. Man, that's great. And Microsoft has it on Game Pass too. It's like, what? We just got Oblivion, remake Shadow dropped, and then this is coming right back around the corner. It's like, damn, man, what a year. Insane. We're about to have one of the best years in gaming history, and I've told people that with the Switch 2 dropping and all its games, Game Pass is only going to get better. Microsoft's going to make turnarounds. Sony just needs to step it up a bit. PC gaming's doing well, but even then, with Sony doing what they're doing, they don't ever release a lot of games anyway. There's so much outside of that is just so great.
These attachments offer game-changing stat boosts and perks that drastically affect how you can gain AP, the bonuses you get from dodges and parries, or the way status effects work, and more. Using Pictos for long enough eventually allows you to stack their perks in what are called Lumina, and really build a character in ways their skill tree cannot. Navigating these menus is kind of a pain since things get messy once you're sifting through 50+ options packed in a tight screen, but when it all clicked, taking the time to configure my party was well worth the hassle. Setting the right loadout elevated my party in ways that were crucial for the most challenging fights.
Okay.
My biggest worry early on was actually that Clair Obscur was going to be too easy as I steamrolled almost every enemy for roughly the first third of the main path. It definitely ramps up as it goes on, however, weaving in more creative enemy attack patterns and doing more with status effects or enemy shields, for example, pushing me to try out new approaches with my party. That provides depth while staying concise, and if you're clever enough, you're even allowed to break the game, so to speak, as its systems let you scale up in a way that's rewarding rather than exploitative. All that is to say, I played these kinds of RPGs my entire life, and I'm confident in saying that it's one of my favorite turn-based combat systems ever. It has room to grow, but it's a brilliant start.
That's awesome.
There's something very old school about Clair Obscur, and its overworld is one of the clearest ways in which it harkens back to classic RPGs. The map is filled with optional locations and secrets, many of which aren't accessible until you unlock new travel methods, similar.
Oh man, they have that classic '90s exploration. Yeah, I know what he means, man. This reminds me of great JRPGs. See, this is what we need right here, and we're seeing a variety of different types of genres too. We're not just seeing the same type of game over and over again.
Similar to getting chocobos and airships in the Final Fantasy games of yore. It's actually really charming, embracing its video gamey aspects while knowing it doesn't have to always take itself so seriously. Distant landmarks create a sense of wonder, and eventually you can go visit them to fight super bosses or play silly minigames for unique items or uncover a bit more about the story you wouldn't have seen otherwise. And that side content accounts for roughly another 20 hours of gameplay on top of the main story. There's no real quest log, so there isn't an elegant way to track what you stumble upon, but rather than feeling obtuse, it gives the impression that these secrets are yours to discover in true throwback fashion. The main locations you visit function like dungeons where you fight your way along a fairly direct track with extra items tucked in nooks and crannies off the beaten path. You approach and hit enemies to initiate combat, and they respawn if you decide to replenish your health and items at flags planted by previous expeditions that function like checkpoints. Exploration is limited in this regard, but it helps each of these main story sequences stay focused. For as linear as the main path can be, a minimap still would have been handy just to keep track of the alternate paths I've already gone down, because sometimes it's easy to get lost. It is a consolation that every place you visit is visually striking, whether it's the ethereal whimsy and natural beauty, or the brutality of the trenches and battlefields where bodies of past expeditioners are piled high. Regardless, I was often in awe of Clair Obscur's world. What really etches an RPG into the pantheon of greats, however, is always going to be its story. My heart was all in on Clair Obscur's themes of facing mortality, making sacrifices for future generations, and the different ways we handle grief.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a story is definitely important in these type of games. So yeah, there we have it. So we get an idea of this world. Now you guys see why I've been excited for this. If people didn't know much about it, and yeah, it looks like Final Fantasy is going to be getting taught a lesson. Now they're going to have to step it up in the turn-based world. But yeah, 92 right there is very nice. Like I said, great year for gaming. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm very happy for this team as I gave them a retreat, and they're growing too. I see their oh wow, look at that. They gained like thousands of followers today. That is so nice for them. But yeah, it's on Game Pass, so y'all could just hit it, try it for free if you're on PC or Xbox. I know PlayStation gamers going to buy this game. It's actually priced at $49.99. Another game where it's like, wait, this could be Game of the Year contender, and it's $49.99. Interesting stuff, huh? That says a lot. As Oblivion is $49.99 too. So, yeah, I look forward to this. I'm going to be preloading it today. Yeah, y'all enjoy this. Peace out, y'all. Have a great day.